My girlfriend posted, "Finally free from toxic relationships." While sitting in our apartment, I liked the post and added, "Agreed." Then I had the utilities switched to her name only and moved out. When the bills started piling up, her whole family started panicking. Original post: I, 31 male, saw the Instagram post while sitting on the couch next to Madison, 27. We'd been together 3 years, living in my apartment for the last 18 months. The post was one of those motivational quote things with a sunset background. Finally free from toxic relationships and negative energy. Living my best life now. Self-love, toxic-free, new beginnings. I looked at her. She was typing away, adding more hashtags. We'd literally just had breakfast together, talked about weekend plans, normal couple stuff. Interesting post, I said. She didn't even look up. Yeah, just spreading positivity. While sitting in our apartment, she rolled her eyes. It's not about you, Derek. God, why do you make everything about yourself? It's just inspirational content. Right, the same woman who'd been living rent-free in my place for over a year because she was building her wellness coaching business, was posting about being free from toxic relationships. Quick backstory. Madison moved in during COVID when her roommate situation fell apart. What was supposed to be temporary became permanent. I covered rent, $2,100 a month, utilities around $350s, groceries, everything. She contributed. Vibes and crystals. Lots of crystals. Her wellness coaching, 3 clients who paid her in energy exchanges and 1 who actually paid $50 a month. Meanwhile, she had a shopping addiction that she called investing in her brand image. But that fucking post, while sitting on my couch using my Wi-Fi in my apartment, I pulled out my phone, liked her post, and commented, "Agreed. Toxic relationships drain your energy. Time for positive changes." She saw the notification and smiled. "Thanks, babe. See, you get it." Yeah, I got it all right. That night, while she was at her Moon Circle wine night with her spiritual friends, I made some calls. Electric company? Yes, I'd like to transfer the account to my roommate's name. Madison Fletcher, she'll be taking over starting next billing cycle. Gas? Same conversation. Internet? Water? Trash? All transferred. The beautiful thing? Since she was listed as an occupant on the lease, not a leaseholder, just occupant for mail purposes, the utility companies didn't need her permission to transfer existing services at that address to her name. They just needed me to release my account. Then I called my buddy Trevor. "Still got that spare room?" "Yeah, man. Everything okay?" "It will be. Can I move in this weekend?" "Sure, but what about Madison?" "She's free from toxic relationships now. I'm just helping her celebrate that freedom." Update 1. The move. Moving out was surgical. Madison had this whole Saturday routine. Farmer's market at 8 a.m. with my credit card for organic vegetables that were really $30 smoothies, yoga class at 10, brunch with her soul sisters until 2 p.m. I had 6 hours. Trevor showed up with his truck and 2 other friends. We were a well-oiled machine. My stuff wasn't that mixed up with hers since I'm pretty minimalist, and she had crystals and dream catchers on every surface. Took my bed, I bought it, my desk, my TV, my gaming setup, my kitchen stuff, everything decent was mine and all my personal items. Left her stuff exactly where it was. Even left the couch because technically she'd contributed to it. She picked it out, I paid, but whatever. The apartment looked weird, half empty, but all her meditation corners and crystal altars were intact. Her vision board still on the wall, covered in pictures of luxury travel and manifestation quotes. Left a note on the kitchen counter. "Madison, you're right about being free from toxic relationships. I'm helping you achieve that freedom. The utilities are now in your name as of Monday. Rent is due on the 1st, $2,100. The landlord's number is on the fridge. Living my best life now too. Derek." Also left the folder with all the utility transfer confirmations. Professional, clean, no drama. By 2:15 p.m., I was completely moved out. Changed my mailing address, updated my renter's insurance, the works. Then I waited. The first text came at 4:37 p.m. "Madison, where's your TV?" "Me at my new place." "What new place?" I sent her a screenshot of her Instagram post, "Just respecting your journey to freedom from toxic relationships." My phone immediately exploded. 47 calls in 10 minutes. Texts ranging from "this isn't funny" to "you're being abusive" to "we need to talk right now." I responded once. The utility transfer confirmations are on the counter. The electric company will need a deposit by Monday or they'll disconnect. Same with gas. Good luck with your toxic-free life. Then I muted her number. Not blocked. I wanted the evidence, just muted. Trevor ordered pizza, we set up my gaming station, and I had the best night's sleep I'd had in months. Update 2. The family invasion Monday afternoon, the brigade arrived at Trevor's place. Don't know how they found me, but Madison's mom Paula, her sister Kennedy, and Madison herself showed up at the door. Trevor answered. Can I help you? Paula pushed past him. We need to speak to Derek right now. I came out of my room. Paula, Kennedy, Madison, this is private property. You're trespassing. Paula went straight for the emotional jugular. How dare you abandon my daughter? She came home to an empty apartment. No power, no internet. Wait, no power? I was genuinely confused. The transfer was set for today. She just needed to confirm and pay the deposit. Madison was crying. Actually crying. They want $400 deposit. Each company wants deposits. I don't have $2,000 for deposits. But you're a successful wellness coach, I said. Building your empire, right? Kennedy jumped in. You're a monster. You know she's been focusing on her spiritual growth, not material things. Material things like electricity? Running water? Paula pulled out her phone. You're going to fix this right now, or I'm calling the police. Trevor, bless him, started recording on his phone. For what? I asked. For moving out of an apartment where I'm not on the lease? For transferring utilities I was paying for? What crime exactly? Financial abuse, Paula screamed. Ma'am, Trevor said calmly, still recording, Derek paid all bills for 18 months while your daughter contributed nothing. That's not abuse, that's charity. And now the charity ended. Madison grabbed my arm. Baby, please. I'm sorry, I didn't mean the post about you. It was about my ex from high school. You know Danny. Danny? The ex you haven't seen in 5 years? Yes, I was processing old trauma. While living in my apartment rent-free? Kennedy's approach was different. Look, Derek, we get it. Madison hurt your feelings with that post, but abandoning her like this? Her credit is ruined. She can't get utilities without massive deposits. Her credit is ruined because she maxed out 3 credit cards on healing retreats and yoga teacher training she never finished, I said. That's not my problem anymore. Paula went for broke. She could be homeless. Is that what you want? She has 3 family members standing right here. You all have homes. She's not homeless, she's just not my responsibility anymore. Then Madison played her final card. I'm pregnant. Everyone froze. I laughed. Actually laughed. No, you're not. How do you know? Because you had your period last week. You sent me to buy tampons, and we haven't had sex in 2 months because you said physical intimacy was blocking your chakras. The silence was beautiful. Trevor stepped forward. Okay, folks, time to leave. This is harassment now. Paula pointed at me. This isn't over. You'll pay for this. I already did, I said. For 18 months. Receipts in my bank statements. Update 3. The social media war. Madison went nuclear on social media. Full victimhood narrative across Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, even LinkedIn for some reason. My narcissistic ex-boyfriend abandoned me with no warning, leaving me with thousands in bills and no way to pay them. He financially abused me for months, controlling everything, then disappeared when I started standing up for myself. This is what happens when empathic women love broken men. The comments were predictable. Queen, you deserve better. Men are trash. Start a GoFundMe. But then something beautiful happened. My ex-coworker Dana, who knew the whole situation, commented with receipts. Girl, didn't Derek pay all your bills for almost 2 years? I remember you bragging about it at Stacy's party. Madison deleted that real quick, but screenshots were already circulating. Then Trevor posted his own response, the Ring doorbell footage of Monday's confrontation. Full audio of Madison admitting she hadn't paid bills, her mom demanding I fix it, the fake pregnancy claim, everything. The narrative started shifting fast. But Madison doubled down. She started a TikTok series, Day 3 of being abandoned by my toxic ex. Crying into the camera, showing the empty apartment, the disconnection notices piling up. What she didn't mention? Her mom paid the utility deposits. Her dad, Leonard, who'd been silent until now, called me. Derek, it's Leonard. Hey, Leonard. I want to apologize for my family's behavior. I saw Trevor's video. Madison, she's always been this way. Her Her mother enables it. I've been saying for years she needs to grow up. I appreciate that. Can I ask, what's the rent on that place? $2,100. He whistled. And you paid that alone? Plus utilities, groceries, her yoga classes, everything. Jesus Christ, I'm cutting off her phone plan. Paula can deal with that too. The TikTok stopped real quick after that. Update 4. The escalation week 2 without me, Madison was spiraling. According to mutual friends, she'd asked 3 different ex-boyfriends if she could move in, started a spiritual services for donations campaign, made $73. Tried to sublet my former bedroom on Craigslist without landlord permission, got caught by the landlord and received a cure or quit notice. Then came the masterclass in entitlement. Madison showed up at my work, full makeup, sundress, the whole distressed damsel package, walked right past reception to the accounting department. Derek, we need to talk. My manager Brenda looked confused. Ma'am, this is a private office. I'm his girlfriend. We live together. We did, I corrected. Past tense, 2 weeks ago. Madison started her performance. Tears. Derek, please, I can't do this without you. The landlord says if I don't pay rent by tomorrow, he's starting eviction. That's a you problem. She grabbed my hands across the desk. Remember our plans, our future? You are going to help me launch my wellness center. Brenda stood up. Ma'am, I need you to leave before I call security. Madison's tears dried instantly. Oh, so you're fucking her now? Is that it? Brenda, who's 62 and married for 40 years, just stared. Security it is. As security escorted her out, Madison screamed, You'll regret this. I know things about you. Narrator. She did not know things about me, but her mom sure tried to manufacture some. Update 5. Paula's last stand. Paula went to the nuclear option. She called my company's HR department. Derek has been embezzling money to fund his lifestyle while my daughter struggled. HR had to investigate. Pulled me into a meeting with Brenda and the HR director. Derek, we received a complaint about financial impropriety. I pulled out my phone, showed them my bank statements. Here's 18 months of rent payments, all from my payroll deposits. Here's utilities, same thing. Here's grocery receipts. All my income, all legitimate. And Madison's contributions. I scrolled through Venmo. She sent me $40 once for pizza. Oh, and here, $12 for gas when I drove her to a retreat. The HR director looked tired, so in 18 months she contributed $52? $52 and bad vibes. They closed the investigation immediately. Also sent Paula a cease and desist letter. Meanwhile, Madison was facing reality. The rent was due, she had no money, her family was tapped out from the utility deposits, the landlord was proceeding with eviction. She tried one more Hail Mary. Final update, the end. Last week, Madison sent me a long email. Not texts, I had those muted, not social media, blocked everywhere, but email. Derek, I've been doing a lot of spiritual work and soul searching. I realize now that my post about toxic relationships activated your shadow work and triggered your abandonment wounds. This is actually a beautiful opportunity for both of us to grow. I forgive you for leaving. I understand you were scared of our connection, of the depth of what we had. Your masculine energy felt threatened by my divine feminine power. I'm willing to give us another chance. But things need to be different. 1. We need couples therapy. You pay since you caused this trauma. 2. You need to apologize to my family. 3. We get a joint bank account so I can trust you. 4. You support my business fully for 1 year while I rebuild. 5. We move to a better apartment, manifesting a downtown loft. I'm currently staying with a friend. She didn't mention it was a homeless shelter, but I can move back in with you immediately. The universe wants us together. Don't fight destiny. Love and light, Madison. I forwarded it to Trevor. His response? The audacity is almost impressive. I didn't reply, but I did get an update from Leonard. Madison had to move back home. Not with Paula, who was exhausted from all this drama, but with Leonard and his new wife, Deb. They gave her an ultimatum. Get a real job within 30 days or get out. She got a job at Target. Posted about it on Instagram. Starting my corporate journey. Sometimes you have to work within the system to eventually destroy it. Anti-capitalist retail warrior. Girl, you're a cashier. Calm down. The apartment? Leonard had to pay the back rent to avoid an eviction on Madison's record. $2,100 he'll never see again. Her wellness coaching business? Defunct. Turns out, manifesting abundance doesn't pay bills. Her relationship with her family? Strained. Kennedy called me last week to apologize. I didn't know she hadn't been paying anything. She told us you were financially controlling her, making her dependent. By paying all her bills? Yeah, we see it now. As for me, I'm good. Still at Trevor's, but getting my own place next month. Saved a ton of money these past few weeks. Started dating Casey from the gym. She has a job, pays her own bills, and thinks crystals are just pretty rocks. Madison still sends the occasional email about twin flames and soul contracts. They go straight to spam. The moral of the story? When someone tells you they're free from toxic relationships while you're supporting their entire existence, believe them. They're telling you exactly who they think the toxic one is. And sometimes, the best response is to them free. Really, truly free. Including from electricity. Edit. Since some people asked, yes, the utility transfer thing is legal where I live. They were in my name, I wasn't required to maintain them for someone else. The companies just needed confirmation I was releasing the accounts. And no, I don't feel bad. She wanted freedom from toxicity? She got it. Freedom from toxic electricity bills, freedom from toxic rent payments, freedom from toxic grocery shopping. Total freedom.